Welcome back to Full Sail Live for your sporting news updates. I'm Michael Vick reporting from Manhattan. Nope, not that Manhattan. Manhattan, Kansas for tonight's sequel between the Kansas State Wildcats and the Kansas Jayhawks. KU won the first meeting by 21 in January, but this of course got really ugly when a brawl broke out at the end of the game, spilling over into the crowd area. Something you never ever want to see. Now, Kansas comes into this game having won 13 in a row and now have asserted themselves as the favorites to cut down the nets in April. Last weekend, they snapped then number 1 Baylor's 23-game win streak. A win tonight could all but lock up the number 1 overall seed heading into March. In other news, with the NFL Combine out of the way, all eyes are on the draft. And now is the time that teams begin jockeying for draft positions. Expectations are that Joe Burrow goes 1. But picking at number 2 is the Washington Redskins, and there's growing speculation that if deemed healthy, the Redskins are seriously considering picking Alabama's Tua Tagovailoa. New head coach Ron Rivera said Wednesday they'll bring both quarterbacks in for a visit, and for reaction, here's longtime NFL draft expert Mel Kiper Jr.
This is a quarterback league all the way. What's the difference in the Super Bowl? And this is the leap of faith you have to take. The medical staff is going to be key to this, more so than the scouts and the evaluators. They're the key. If they sign off, you take Tua at 2. There's no doubt about that. You take Tua.
Now, if the Redskins decide to take Tua, it would be the second consecutive year that they draft a quarterback in the first round. Rare, but not unprecedented. Remember, just 2 years ago, the Arizona Cardinals selected Josh Rosen 10th overall. In comes a new head coach. The next year, they drafted Kyler Murray with the top pick in the draft. Rivera is certainly going to want to come in and make his mark in Washington, and in a quarterback-driven league, this could be a defining moment early. Listen, maybe Haskins is his guy, but if not, look for the Redskins to possibly take Tua at 2. And it appears boxing fans may get more fireworks this summer. They certainly got their money's worth last week for Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder Part 2. Fury beat Wilder handily in 7 rounds after the fight was eventually stopped by the referee. Wilder can exercise his rematch clause, and if that's a question, well, take a listen.
Your team is here, and we ain't going nowhere. I am a warrior. I'm a king that will fight to the death. I'll see you in a few months, for the war has just begun.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's a yes. Wilder, of course, blaming much of this last fight on the fact that the costume he wore pre-fight weighed 45 pounds, and so by the beginning of the match, he just had no juice in his legs. Now, if there were a trilogy, a third and final fight, it would have to take place by July in Las Vegas. And this has been your Sporting News Update live from K-State as we await the Sunflower Showdown. I'm Michael Vick for Full Sail Live. Back to you, G.